So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Conscious Awakening series. I am your host, Sheila Seppi, and here with my co-host, Swain, all throughout this month. And tonight we have a wonderful celestial goddess who is going to be joining us, and she's going to channel some music that's coming straight from source. So get ready to sit back, relax, and be spirit filled, because I got a sample before we went live and it was amazing. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and I want to share my screen and tell you a little bit about all the awesome things that we have coming up. And so I like to start with our website, wishalliance.org, because if you miss part of the presentation or you've missed other presentations and you'd like to revisit those, you simply go to the events and you can click on that. It'll have a little drop down screen and you'll be able to then go to all of the programming that we have had throughout this entire year, as well as the programming from last year. And then you can sign up on our front page to be on our mailing list. You will receive 2 notifications a week about the programming that we have on Mondays and on Thursdays. So when you sign up, please make sure that you put Wish Alliance in your contacts. Otherwise, we may go to your junk mail, and we don't want to do that. I want to start advertising now for an upcoming event, and if you hear any sound effects, that's, my other little co-host, Willow. But we have upcoming in August on 27th and 28th, the Hybrid Conference, Anchoring Higher Consciousness. And we have a wonderful program. We have many people who are hybrids or have had hybrid experiences. And then on Portal to Ascension, Neil is one of our main partners with the Wish Alliance, and he always has phenomenal events coming up. So you have to visit his site, portaltoascension.org, and you can go to our site also. And if you want to sign up for the Kundalini conference that's coming up, you simply click on the page, takes you directly to the registration page, and you can sign up there. And then there's 2 free events that you want to be sure to mark down on your calendar also. That's Deepening the Connection of the Law of Creation, and that is June the 2nd, the 30th, July the 28th, and then Heal the Divine Free Mind. So that is on June the 4th. So please be sure to check them out. And our other partner is Alan Steinfeld with New Realities. So check out his site. You can go to the YouTube, and actually I think we're live right now on the YouTube. So wherever you're watching us on YouTube, please be sure to click the like and subscribe button. So there's my infomercial. But we also have another phenomenal event coming up that Karen and I are going to be hosting this Saturday. Kind of Saturday, Sunday, depending on where you are in the world. So, Karen, you want to tell people about that?
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday on the Southern Hemisphere. Sunday on the Southern Hemisphere, Saturday in the Northern Hemisphere. Actually, our Saturday, the 21st of May, is our, we're voting for our, what do we call them? Prime Minister, federal election. Anyway, that'll be interesting. Galactic goddesses connect hearts across the waters. We're going to be discussing some of the issues that we're having, like what's happening, what the hell is going on Earth? Some of the questions that we'll be, Hobbit's laughing. Some of the questions we'll be discussing is, in the first hour, can you please share your views on what you think is happening on the planet at this time and what we're all doing here personally and collectively? So a bit of an overview of what's happening on planet Earth, really from the spiritual galactic perspective, because there'll be many perspectives and many answers to that questions, but we're going to get people's views. And then how can men and women be the embodiment of the divine feminine, and how do we anchor feminine energies onto the planet? We're going to be talking about that. What is the consciousness and the new energies coming into the planet at the moment, and how is this changing the game of life on planet Earth? We're going to be talking about in the fourth hour, what's the vision for the planet and how can we move forward from here? So some of the galactic goddesses, we've got a couple online at the moment, obviously Sheila, Seppi and myself, Bridget Holiday, Barbara Lamb, Geraldine Orozco, Leah Scallon from Australia, Larissa Stowe. So Leah and Larissa are both musicians, Mary Rodwell, Stone Hobbit, and Vivienne Chauvet, who was originally from Canada but now lives in the US. We tried to get people across the planet, but it's hard with the time zones. We wanted to include Europe and Asia, but we didn't get that together this time. So we've got Australia, the US, and New Zealand. Did we get anyone? I think Vivian's a bit of a Canadian ambassador because she was born in Canada.
That's right. And maybe we'll get those when we do the gods. Are we going to do gods? What should we call that one?
I know it's funny
when we do the guys.
I was thinking about this the other night. Like saying galactic goddesses sounds completely different from saying galactic gods. And I'm thinking, why is that? Why is the word goddess different to God? You know, because the word God has such a different connotation to goddess, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, interesting.
Well, beautiful. Well, thanks for letting folks know about that. But now what I'd like for you to do is to go ahead and to introduce our speaker for the night.
Yes, another galactic goddess from down under. The galactic gals from down under, I called it this month. The beautiful and delicious and divine Lou Vanstone. Hello, Lou. So beautiful.
Hi, Karen. So
Lou
wonderful to be here.
Lou and I met about 20 years ago. She was still working in the corporate world, asking all those questions, knowing who she is, but not quite knowing how to get there or what to do. You know, all those questions are like, how do I move out of the corporate matrix? Will I make money? Will I survive? Do I move out of the city? You know, a million questions, which it's still going on now. I mean, still going on now. And she's been doing this work and is an expert in this work. She's been doing it for years and it's just profoundly beautiful. I was just saying that I don't feel 100% today, but after listening to Lou's celestial sounds, I'll be like totally recalibrated. Let me read your bio. Lou Vanstone is an internationally renowned celestial singer, multi-instrumentalist and composer. She deeply moves and transforms audiences worldwide with her soaring, ethereal voice. Lou's classical training as a soprano and jazz singer allowed her her full creative expression using her stunning vocalization, which spans 5 octaves range. I know, your range is incredible. Having overcome numerous challenges and obstacles in her life, this allowed Lou to be empathic with the suffering of others. Lou cuts through the clutter of the mind and the body's congestive emotions with potent, channeled light language transmissions. Yeah, this is all about activation and transmissions. Lou was saying that she just shows up and lets it all just channel through her. She's really not, sure about exactly what's going to come through. It's the beings of light that work through her, know who we are, what we all need, and will transmit exactly for all of us that are listening now. Lou's performed in some of the biggest conscious music events and festivals, and her shows are reported by many to result in a profound metamorphosis and deep cellular level. Her music is from the beyond, which can transport you to other dimensions. Lou has recorded 9 albums. 9, Lou, 9. Awakening to Big Nature Feelings, produced by Rick Price. She's currently working on her latest offering, And There Is Beauty. Have you finished that one? Have you finished that album?
No, that's going to be a crowdfunding scenario, but I'm making loads of albums all the time of recordings of my sound healing journey. So I've got a new one coming out, Full Moon Sound Healing Journey. But And There Is Beauty is going to be more of a studio thing. So
perfect.
That's a bit more involved.
And a celestial sound healing session with Lou can be custom tailored to the specific most pressing needs you have at the time. She is delighted to be able to assist you with your process along your life's eternal journey. And your website is louvanstone.com. Oh, darling one, such a pleasure to have you here today with the Wish Alliance Conscious Awakening Conversations. I'm going to let you take the stage. Do you want to just share a little bit about your awakening journey for those people that are still confused about what next?
Yes, certainly. Thanks, Karen. That was a beautiful introduction. Thank you. um, yes, I'm so honoured to be here, and thank you, Sheila and Karen, for creating and hosting this. It's an amazing happening. And Sheila, I was listening to you being interviewed with Karen on the podcast, and that was amazing as well. So I feel like I know you. And I remember at one point, I think I was hanging the washing out. You know, when you remember, when you hear things, and I remember I was having to do some work and I was hanging the washing out, but I was really present when I was hanging the washing out. And that was the image that I saw when I associated.
Oh,
It
cool.
went in very deep. It's like celestial, galactic washing hanging.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm very pleased to be here. I love the fact that Karen said we met 20 years ago, and that was very much on the beginning of my journey, which began in 99, briefly when so I worked in the corporate world, high stress, big party girl, and I had a huge awakening and woke up one morning, couldn't remember anything I'd done the night before. And I said, I've got to stop drinking. So I got on the recovery path and found spirituality through there, a 12-step program, and did all of that. And then moved to Australia, got a job in Australia, and then went to a 12-step meeting, and they said, whatever you do, don't make any major decisions in the first year. And I went, oh dear, I've made a really big decision. I'm now living in Australia. But I believe that was part of my soul's journey to come here and break those. I think it may have even been, Karen, that you said that, to break those ancestral ties of many lifetimes in England. But I'm very, very much connected to England anyway. But so, yes, a long journey ensued. And I believe probably very shortly after I came into recovery and stopped drinking and that kind of thing, I believe the channeling I was hearing it, but I didn't know what it was. I was hearing music in my head. And all of those things I was asking Karen about happened. And I did have a huge, big corporate meltdown, diagnosed with chronic fatigue syndrome shortly after I first met Karen, and that was a real blessing, because it took me out of the corporate world, and I went and did a music degree. So I went and so I was on the spiritual path, but I also wanted to do the technical side. So I studied music for 3.5 years as well, and I was blessed enough to be able to do that. And so the two, I trained technically, but I also was on the spiritual path and did all sorts of amazing things, and went to India and did a lot of chanting, and I think the chanting opened me up even more. And sometimes I'd be doing chanting or kirtan, and I would feel frustrated. And a friend pointed out, she said, yes, because you're too much of a musician, you want to drive your own ship. So from the peace and calm of chanting and the repetition, that opened something in me in a yogic sense. And also I have a teacher called Nick Turner, and he's somebody that I've been working with for many years now, and so we're on various levels. And so since I've been working with him, the music's just expanded out and expanded out and expanded out. So yeah, there's a lot more to say on that, but it's been an incredible journey, and so many things are opening up. There's a huge quickening, as I know that you would already know. So my current work is really based on tuning in very deeply with nature, meditating first thing in the morning, with my feet on the ground, touching the earth. So really grounding, and that's happening. So when I sing, I channel. There's more to my story, but I'll keep that brief. But someone activated the channeling at a workshop. They were speaking in light language, and then they suggested to us in the workshop to give it a try. And my cynical head was saying, oh no, that's not going to do anything. And then all of a sudden these words came tumbling out and these sounds. And then over time that's been adapted into the music. So what I'm going to do for you today is the work that is coming through me, the work, the play, the divine dance of the sound. So I basically step out of the way, and enough of the musician remains so I can create music. But someone described it as, when they were observing it, and they were saying it's as if everyone in the audience or the workshop or the event, their higher selves are calling through you. So I'm like a conduit or a pipe, and on a higher self level, you'll be calling through me whatever it is that you need. So Karen's feeling a little unwell today, so she'll get her own individual energy that she needs. So each and every one of you will have a different experience. And that when I say that you're calling forth, of course, there's nothing for you to do. You don't have to, oh, I'm going to call forth something really amazing. You're just, I'll just do a very brief guided relaxation, just a few words, and then we'll go into the music. And just to let you know, I do sing in some quite deep voices. So I'm a celestial singer, so I sing high in a high soprano voice, but I also sing in several other different frequencies. So there's a very deep, much more deeper resonance that comes in, and that's a very sort of clearing voice. And I'll be singing and speaking in light language. So it's a real privilege to be having you all gathered here so that I can bring through whatever it is that you require. So I'm going to begin, and many blessings to you all. And yes, so much gratitude. That's the key. So there was a word, what was the word that Karen said? I can't remember what it was now, but I said that's the intention for today. But it's activation and integration and
recalibration, like transmission.
Recalibration, yes, that's why I'm already going into the thing. My brain's gone. Yes, recalibration. So we can. That's I got the message. Yes, so this is a recalibration for us all, and an activation. And so it is my honor to bring through for you this. So I will open with an invocation, and then there'll be a few guided words just to relax you and just to bring you into your center. And yes, it's basically fasten your seatbelts and away we go. So I open this with an invocation for you. Chiem na yan ye chie chiamao ye vrina ye chie mo ko na chie na mao na ye vian chie ye ne China a manye yoko chikia anananye e imyana ha chikiana una ma chinia ota at yene imyahana a Ipriania I kiano o chichia ana I na ikikiana Imananye he tiana Imananye kona chinye no o. Just with eyes closed. Just bringing your awareness to your feet, connected to the earth. You may choose to lie down if this is possible for you, or remain seated in the chair with your legs uncrossed, your palms open in your lap. And as you focus in on your breath, just bringing that awareness to your breathing now. Just breathing in through your nose, and in your own time and own rhythm out through your mouth. Just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you breathe in, feel the energy from the center of this earth, from the iron orb at the center of the earth, drawing up through your feet, moving up through your legs, moving through your body. Now visualizing the energy of the celestial realms entering through the crown chakra and moving down through your physical vessel. And these two portals of energy traveling in meet at your heart space. So relaxing toes and feet, ankles, calves, kneecaps, thighs, buttocks and hips, softening and relaxing. Softening and relaxing the belly, internal organs, the digestive system, solar plexus, heart space, the lower back, spine, softening and relaxing the chest, the rib cage, the lungs, the upper back, dropping the shoulders, relaxing the arms, fingers, palms of the hands. Bringing your focus and awareness to your throat chakra. Just releasing with the outward breath all that is no longer needed. Just breathing in, beautiful. Healing light into this chakra so you may speak your truth. Kiana ai yene ko chine yene. Softening the jaw, the lips, teeth, tongue, soften and relax. The roof of the mouth softening. Muscles of the face. Surrendering and letting go. Relaxing the backs of the eyes, the forehead, the eyelids, eyelashes, the ears, the brain, the crown of the head. Kiana hai, chiana iena moi na ana a. You are now tuned and ready to receive. Give yourself permission to surrender on a deeper and deeper level, to trust that what you call forth is magnificent and provides the highest service for you. So on inward breath, breathing in all of that healing energy. And on an outward breath, letting go of what is no longer needed. What is no longer serving. Conditioning. Old thought patterns, allowing them to be carried away with the breath. And gently removed by this sound. Kiene e iene e. Chia hoina chia hina koena. Chia hina mo na chia na mo na chia na mo ta. So hoina chia hina. Chia hen namo nye chia namo nye chia ma chia nye namo namo nye sumati na yo namanati na konye
Yeah,
Chien Namao Chien Samahana Tiahoe Nama Kujamahana Sina Mahamohina Mayetihina Yamaha Brina ni chichiana mau kunaha ni chiana ni yena a ne chimo tia ke ana a ne e la nai chiena e chiamana ye ne yena mo ne ye chiena e yena I chiamo saina e kio no umana a chine e tsiena a kichina o mo se iena a ana ai iene e ta ai ne o ko chine e tana ai e ni oi Brinai chio no onai chio kaya nai chio mo tai chi na kia tia nai chio mo na na he ti na mai chi ko na he ni Mia nai chia mo koe tia ai ni e to sinya ha tia moi nya ai tia mai ye ko no mai te to na mai e na e mia cho na si e ne mo kon na e ne he na ai de o ta tia na ha na e na e he na ai o na a China a amana a imye ko china iena o china mai ni ieti iena mo a I prana a iena a mo ko china a mai na ha china he e china ha mai ni o ko china a iena e umo ana a imya ha china e ko sana a Siana a mai ni he no o mai ni kia sina ai ni e kina ia nai ni he tia na e ko na a Hiện nay chia yên đề mau 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 nhiên nam mô no suy khi na yo mới hin na yo chia yên nào nhiên samai hin na yo chia mơ không no mơ chia yêu mơ không no nam mâu như tham mâu như na
Chianal
Mimranai chichene na o ko chiki snowboyana ai chichene na ama ana Iseana hai kichikiena mai chichiena ai ne o tse Tiana ai kiechitse Chi ai ne Kiana mai chiamo chiena amanye Kiana ai ne ho chiena ama ai kiena e Chim yahan Branai Nichienai Nichiena Chihana ama Kiana ay chiyana ye kona achina mo ye Kiana yo o chiyana ye chiyana amai ye na ati imye somakini Imya somai ni kunama ana e no ji. Imana ni ya na mo sana ke ina na ana ye na ni na ai ye. Suya kuya hina mai hai na ku samahan na mayoku Chahana Kiahena aman ye na man ye na kochi ne sana amana aichi ne etsi na Ibranai kichonu na ati Bibranai yene lo na amo chi na sai ne iti Igrana man ye siano o manai kine ota sini wanye abranai ketiane eumona ye atia mona ya ena anye eno omania keeping that focus and awareness on your breath. Just resting in the stillness and the silence between each note and every word. Softening and luxuriating in your beingness. And knowing that you have plugged in to the direct field of source, connected straight into that grid. And luxuriating and resonating in this truth. And feeling those upgrades within your physical system. And knowing that you are plugged in deep into the center of this planet. You are sustained and nourished by this energy source. From its heart center to your heart center. So just bringing your awareness back to your fingers, moving your fingers and toes, having a little stretch. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes or keep them closed if you wish. Many blessings.
Lou, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I was vibrating and pulsating, and I could feel myself moving back and forth, and there was just ripples of energy. That was amazing. Thank you so much for bringing that forward for all of us tonight.
Thank you so much, Sheila. It was just a joy to bring that through for you, because of feeling the energy, feeling the collection here of beings. It was just, yeah, it was wonderful for me too. And just feeling all your energies and going, okay, stepping out the way, delivering it to you. Piano things, just going, okay.
I noticed
Because
you touched
no,
the piano a couple of times, and
there's
then
a tiny loose connection here on the cable, and it was all set up ready to go. And then I got the message, no, that's because it's not coming in at this
oh,
point.
interesting. Yeah.
So yeah, because my musician has all sorts of plans, and then I went, oh, this is just, don't even.
Yeah.
Because the message I'm getting was that would be even too distracting to play chords and notes, even though I feel them, but just in that moment. So yes, it was, and there were some things that came through that have never come through before. So that was interesting. Some even deeper voices, and deeper, and a new couple of new languages that. So you've called forth.
Yeah. Wow.
It sounded like there were multiple people that would be coming through at different times, and they would step aside, and then a new energy would come through, and the vocals would change to resonate with that new energy that was coming through. So do you produce, excuse me, do you produce like CDs that you sell, or I guess CDs may even be behind the time, some digital formatted music?
Yes, and funnily enough, yes, I do sell. I have a whole range of healing music, sound healing music, and funnily you should say that, because I'm just about to, after this, send off the artwork and the audio to the printers to get some CDs printed up, because yes, strangely enough, people still want them. But yes, it's mainly digital, but I have a range of CDs. I have a new CD and album called Full Moon Sound Healing Journey, which is a recording from a few weeks ago at an event.
Can I share the screen?
Yeah,
I'll share the screen, and I'll show Lou's. I'll show you Lou's. There we go. Can you see? That's her website. Yeah, keep going. Keep talking, Lou.
Yes. So, and also, yes, so thank you. And then I have a new one coming that will go on there. And that links straight to my shop. And I'll hop off on here. I meant to do it just before. I'll do a 10% discount code for all the Wish Alliance. So that will be Wish 10. And I'll put that
beautiful.
So if you put in Wish 10, and then you get 10% off for the next, I'll make it 3 days. So and yeah, if you just hit shop on there, it goes straight through to the Shopify shop. So so I have CDs. I have yeah, I've got to work. I have packs of sound healing music, live recordings, and I also do one-on-one sessions online where I channel through the music, especially for you, and then you get the recording of that. And I also do intuitive vocal lessons as well. They're kind of like a sound healing session, but you get to help with activating light language and singing. So that's another thing that happens. And I have Lou Van Stone Sonic Vibe Tribe membership, which is just there, which is my Facebook group where I go live. So I do usually two 2-hour live events every month. And that's for, so I've got one coming up in June. That's not on there yet, but you'll see it on my Lou Van Stone music Facebook page if you go there. And that's $22 for a ticket for one event, or $33 for the membership of that group. And I do live meditations and things like that within there. So that's all of that.
Beautiful. Well, I'll be visiting your website.
She's been a busy gal. It's been, yeah. She honestly, as I said, I've known Lou. I was just thinking about it. I met you in 2000, so it's like been 22 years now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, God, time flies. And I've watched her work so hard over the years, like getting her music out of her, you know, getting this transmission out to the world, because it's not your mainstream stuff, right? So there's a bit of a, you know, niche audience that is listening with any, I suppose, any Galactic stuff. But because, you know, Sheila's got the Wish Alliance happening, bringing, you know, attracting the tribes, attracting the people that are attracted to this sort of thing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. I'm honored to be an ambassador of the Wish Alliance as well, because I just, you know, get the Galactic tribes together. Also, I wanted to say, Lou kind of brushed over her story. We got straight into the music, which was kind of nice. But we explored Lou's story on my show, which I put the link in the chats there if people want to hear more about Lou's story and what she went through to arrive at this point. And Lou and I on the 27th, for anyone that's in Australia, I think we've got predominantly an overseas audience today, but we're going to do a collaboration on the 27th, Friday night, the 27th, here in Sydney at what was called the Leela Centre. They've just changed their name to the Authentic Living Centre, but I loved the old name, which is in the city. And she's going to channel the music and I'm going to channel the words, and, you know, we're going to turn up and see what happens, like we do. But it's going to be based on manifestation, how we are the creators of our reality. And yeah, I think it'll be magical. I kind of like Lou, we turn up and we really don't know what's going to happen. We just surrender, hand it over to Spirit, and Spirit takes over. Because as you say, the musician has their ideas, and like Karen has her ideas, but I've learned to like let go of any ideas I have and just hand it over. Just hand it over to Spirit. They've got better ideas than me. So I've got Fiona saying, wow, awesome. Maybe she's in Australia. But what was people's experiences? Would anyone like to share their experiences with that?
Yeah, just go ahead and raise your hand, but I will say one other thing. There was one point that I was so deep and Willow was asleep and he jumped, and I was so glad because I was so deep. I kept thinking, am I going to be able to come out of this? Can I make it back in time? So I was like trying to force myself back. It was amazing. I loved it, Lou. So, okay, let's go ahead and raise our hands if you want to make a comment or if you have a question. Venus.
Sorry, I think Susie got her hand up first.
Oh, okay.
I popped her up.
I am very seldom speechless, but I just think that was the most transformative music I've ever experienced. I would say heard, but it was way more than just hearing. And as a musician that's played for 53 years consciously, I just can't wait to be I can't wait to find out what I'm going to be when I grow up after hearing you. I mean, just amazing, amazing, amazing frequencies. Thank you so much.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. That is just huge to hear that. That's wonderful. And that's right. So whatever happens now, you just, that's it. I'd love to hear. That would be beautiful.
I was watching your hands. I was watching you do the technology. I was listening, and pretty soon I was so lost. I just said, "Just receive, Susie." I did. I was just absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much and I'm going to be connecting with you also. Thank you so much.
Yes, would love to connect more. Beautiful. Thank you,
Susie.
Thank you.
A couple of comments here from. I just want to tell people that. We are streaming on about, 10 platforms at the moment. We're on Portal to Ascension, New Realities, my ATP Media. We're on my profile page, about 3 or 4 groups. It's in the Wish Alliance group. So we've got an audience today, which is really cool. And there's a couple of things. Nancy says, I was just going to say that was amazing. I wept when I first heard her beautiful voice. so desperately needed that right now. Oh, Scorpio rising, thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Do you want to bring on Venus? Bring on Venus.
You. Okay, Venus. Here
Okay.
you go, my friend.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how great it sounded. It's better than any rock and roll. And it got the resistance inside of me. It just was just lifting it out of me. And it was making me nod out. I was having colorful visions. I had a vision of a child that seemed enlightened with a halo around it and all kinds of enchanted beings in the background. And then I had another one where there was a castle over a bridge. I mean, I just thought, wow. And then I looked a couple times. I'd look over at you and I think, wow, we're in God's name. How can you do this? I just thought, my God, this is fantastic. Thank you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Bless you. I love that. The rock and roll.
That's right.
Cosmic rock
So
and
we have a
roll.
new convert.
Thank you. Oh, that's
Hey.
wonderful. That's what I want to hear.
Hey, Cindy.
Hey, Sheila.
Hi.
Hi. Well, first of all, this was freaking awesome. I can't thank you enough, Lou. I felt like I was at a cosmic concert without having to leave my home. And I was just so bedazzled. I just quickly posted on our Facebook page, hurry up, get on the Facebook link, on our live link. And if you miss it and worry about later, you could always listen to the replay, because I didn't want others to miss this. But I also wanted to note, like, there were times when it sounded at the beginning like a Native American sound. And then there was a point where the light language sounded like mantis light language to me. So, but the sound was just absolutely intensely beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cindy.
So much. Thank you. And did you say mantis language?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, yes. I've been told that that's. I keep having connections with. Do we say mantis?
Mantis.
Yeah,
Mantis
because
beings,
I'm mantis star origin, and that's the light language I identify and speak. So when I hear it, I recognize it.
That's fantastic. Fabulous. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you for sharing this amazing concert.
I love the word cosmic concert. That's
Yeah.
what that's great. Cosmic concert.
Cosmic concert. That's
I might have to
fantastic.
use that if I'm allowed.
Fabulous.
Oh, you got it.
Thank you. That's a real gift. Thanks.
Thanks. And Cindy, thank you so much too for keeping our Facebook page up and going, and thanks for letting people know this was happening. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Sheila. It's a pleasure and an honor.
Thanks.
And
Oh,
Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Do you want to come
Hello.
on camera?
You, my
You're
friend.
on.
Am I on? Am I live?
You're live.
You're
Hi.
live.
I just want to say thank you, everyone, for putting this together. This is truly a magical experience. And I was sitting there listening to your offering, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing and feeling. And at first, I was trying to analyze, like, what are these sounds? And then I realized I need to feel what these sounds are and what they feel in my body. And, for the majority of the time, I was in tears. Like, I'm still in tears. Like, so much is moving through me. And it's true. It was truly a magical experience. And I wasn't sure what sort of offering tonight was going to be. I had no idea what it was going to be. And I'm just blown away at just what I experienced and just what I know is going to be coming forward in my life. I'm in a crucial moment in my life where I just know lots of things things are changing, lots of chapters are opening, lots of doors are opening. And just tonight just solidified that I know I can just walk through all these doors with so much faith and gratitude and love. And I'm just like super grateful for this experience. I'm still in tears, and thank you, Sheila, for introducing me to this group. This is only my third time having a chance to sit with your offerings because I'm very busy with my work, but it's been great, and I'm really grateful for you all. So thank you so much.
Beautiful. And where are you right now?
I'm back in Colombia right now.
Okay. Okay, great. And so, Aaron, I think maybe, is it July 26th? I invited you to be Cosmic Conversation speaker.
Oh, did you?
I did. Okay, you and I, we got to go. We'll have another conversation.
That's so funny because
did.
I was sitting here thinking, I want to know more about Aaron.
I know. Yeah, he's got
It's
a great
news to
story.
me.
No, I
we can have a
did.
conversation.
Yeah, I did
Yeah, I'll
invite
see.
you. Yeah. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
super. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
You're welcome.
Thanks. And thanks to all of you guys out there for joining us too. Does anyone else have any final questions or comments? Do you have anything from any of the live viewers, Karen?
Oh, let me have a look. You know, I was just thinking, because that was channeled and Lou was totally in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, she said what time, and it's beautiful how spirit knows what time it is, right? Because you finished up right on the hour. It's like you didn't go over. It was amazing. I'm just like, so cool.
Oh, that's good.
Anyway, yeah. No questions, just lots of appreciations. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody says, Sheila, you're looking younger every day. Sage says,
well, thank you.
You're looking younger every day. What about the Zoom audience? Any other questions? Oh, yeah, Lynn's got a hand up. Is she coming on camera? You coming
Lynn.
on?
Yeah.
Hi. Hi.
Come on up.
Hi.
I just want to thank you. There's so God was kind of speaking to me a few different things. One, I've been working on letting myself break and leaving myself open. And God was showing me like a seed and how it breaks open. And it might hurt initially, but then the beauty bursts forth.
Yeah.
So God was kind of showing me that. And then there's this, I know it sounds weird, but I have a special connection to my great grandmother I never met. She died the year I was born. But whenever I go to her gravesite, every so often, I feel her. And I talked to her tonight.
Oh.
She kind of like presented herself. So, and God was kind of showing me the ancestors and how I've come to fulfill the things they prayed for.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Beautiful.
It was wonderful.
Oh, thank you. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Very special.
Very.
Thank you.
Thank
Lynn.
you.
Thanks so much for sharing that.
Thanks.
Hey, Brandon. Bring Brandon up.
Bring it on.
That's right.
Hi.
How did you like the Cosmic concert tonight, my friend?
Oh, I loved it. I don't even know what to say. Really. I mean, I do. It's just like I don't know. Like when I was going in, when I like same thing, I started, I was thinking about it consciously. I was like, oh, because I play music too, so I was like, oh, I was amazed by the voice and everything. And then like after a while, it's like what Susie said, I just kind of got lost, and I was just like, let me just like close my eyes and just, but then like going through like the majority of this, I noticed a lot of times I kept like coughing, like, like just like so I was clearing something, kept coughing frequently. And then like the last 10 minutes, like I don't know what it was, but it was just like something like pulling at me, like I felt irritated, I felt in my body like just something like like it was random, like like it was almost like just like an annoyance feeling, like what is wrong, like the stop, like the mute, like whatever it was like stuck in me or whatever, just like had to like go, because like I was enjoying it, and then like all of a sudden I just felt annoyed, and then like within a few minutes like it was gone. And then now I just, uh, it was great. It was amazing.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's so good. So good, that uncomfortability, and then what needs to pass through is released. That's wonderful.
Beautiful.
I love hearing
Thanks.
about how people have, like what you're doing, Lou, has broken through that beta brainwave mind, the intellectual mind that wants to analyze, question, work it out, and like the transmissions you're bringing through kind of breaks that, where you've got to just surrender and then drop into like an alpha, theta, maybe even delta brainwave, and that's when you've got more access to who you are beyond the beta mind, the beta mind. Yeah, I love listening. I love hearing you guys say that. There's a girl on Facebook here, Julia, who says powerful energy vibrations at my crown chakra. So incredible. Thank you. I stopped work and took a moment out. Another one. And Eris Rowe says, wow, yay. Yeah, I'm loving hearing how this is affecting people.
And it really is. It's allowing people to really take that time, just like people are acknowledging they had to stop what they were doing. And typically even I'm kind of like scanning, see if everything's okay, checking the chat, see what's happening, I couldn't do it.
I know, I noticed.
I could not pull I would be like trying to open my eyes. I couldn't get there. I loved it. It was amazing. Oh, Susie. Sorry, honey, I didn't see your hand up there.
Well, I'm going for seconds. I loved what Brandon said in that, there would be resistance occasionally come up, but the sound, the music, and everything just swept resistance away. It was like it was very, very empowering. And I forgot to say this before, but I've had 2 death experiences, and both times I was taken to this spot, this space, this place where I didn't know if they were angels or dead guys as far as I could see, but the Bible in Revelation says the sound of many waters. And whenever I'm singing or playing or anything, I try to, make that happen. But tonight, when Lou that was just so, it was the sound of many waters it was so prevalent. It was like you didn't have to, I don't know. I loved it. I just am so blanking grateful. One more time, so grateful, Lou. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
The sound of many waters. That's really profound. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Lynn says that you're rocking that hat, Susie.
Absolutely. You are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, rocking that hat.
Susie always has the greatest clothes, and the background, everything matches. It's like,
I've got to say, Susie said that she was in fashion. Lou has some amazing outfits because, as I said in the bio, she's done a lot of really big conscious music events. We've got this, I guess you've got them all over the States as well, but what's it called? The Mind, Body, Spirit, which has been going for like 30 years. First of its kind. It's massive. It's a business. It's really expensive to like show your stuff there. So it sort of knocks out a lot of the beginners who want to showcase their stuff. You've got to be making some money. Anyway, it's a business, but it does attract a lot of people. And Lou sings at pretty much every one, don't you, Lou? Do you ever miss one?
No.
You sing at them all because they're all over Australia. They're all in the major cities, and it attracts thousands and thousands of people. And yeah, she's got some amazing, you should see some of the amazing outfits that she's created for these concerts. Beautiful.
It's amazing. And I'm sure then too that the frequency, as you create this, that frequency is moving through you and inspiring you. And I think that's one of the things that I'm feeling and hearing from people too is, after that release and let go, there's this joy, this inspiration that's coming through. And so I want to thank you so much for bringing that to all of us tonight. Very deep gratitude, and love to have you back another time. That was simply amazing. And Karen, thank you so much for helping to put this together. And again, we'll be back together this Saturday at a variety of times. I have it in the chat. Here, Mountain Time would be Saturday from 4 until 7. And I think in Australia, it's from 8 a.m. until 12. And then New Zealand is 10 a.m. to 2. And then, of course, if you're somewhere else, you'll have to adjust it. But those are the ones that I just popped in there. The Galactic Goddesses, Hearts Across the Waters. And so Lou will be with us. Stone will be with us. We have many, many wonderful speakers who are coming. And we're really just going to have this beautiful roundtable discussion about the energy that's on the planet. And more so, what are we going to do about it? You know, we all get together, we create these sacred containers, and we all feel great. And that's great. But what are we going to do? How are we going to affect change? These are some of the things that we're going to be talking about. And so thanks, Karen, for working with me. And we got this together. I'm very excited to see what happens on Saturday. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a first for both of us. We're having some technical learning curves. People, we haven't scheduled a link. People are like, can you send me a link? Can you send me a link? And it's going to be like this. It'll be a live stream on my channel, Portal to Ascension, New Realities, and it'll be on some Facebooks. And so you can share the Facebooks. If you go to the Wish Alliance walk-ins, what's the name of your group? It'll be shared in there, and my page, Karen Swain, on Facebook, and you can share it to other groups or your page. And so there'll be lots of places to watch it. We haven't scheduled a link. People are like, can you send me a link? Can you send me a link? And we haven't kind of done that yet. I haven't worked out how to do that on Zoom, because we're going to do it on Zoom. I could schedule it if I was doing it through the Restream platform, but Restream doesn't have as much fantastic sort of background. You can't do the green screen as well as Zoom. So anyway, I have a bit of a technical learning curve, but it's going to be the first, because we're just going to show up and let people talk. We haven't sort of allocated times and said, right, you're talking then and you're talking then. It's a round table discussion. So it's going to be interesting.
Very fluid.
Very fluid. Lou isn't one of the, we've got Leah Scallon, who is another galactic goddess, who is going to be singing. Well, she doesn't sing live like Lou. She's not as technical as Lou, but we've got some videos of her music that will play, and she'll be a part of the discussion. But she does crystal light grids, and like Lou, she's an amazing celestial oracle singer, channel of light language. It's so interesting when I hear you and Ananara and her and many people who channel the language of light and sing it, there is something very familiar. It's like I hear the same frequencies coming through you. It's so fascinating. It's so interesting, because your voice, when you speak, sounds quite different when you're talking light language. And when you're speaking light language, I hear Ananara speaking light language, and I hear Leah speaking light language, and Valentea speaking. It's just like I hear the same frequencies. It's really fascinating. Stone Hobbit, did you want to come on and say anything? Do you want to come on, anyone?
Pardon?
Yes, hello. Nice to be here. That was absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Lou. There was this, at one stage, I got this frequency, the vibration that went through me, and it hit me in my solar plexus area, and I felt like it was pulling out. It was like, oh. And then there was this, where I was sitting here, and I've got, because I'm on a water fast, I looked over at my glass, and it was like there was a ping, like something dropped into the water and made the little ripples at the same time as one of the frequencies you were doing. I was like, ooh, what's going on here? So that was beautiful. I felt my feet more grounded, and as soon as I placed my feet on the ground, when that happened, you started to talk about flying, or somebody started talking. There was flying came up, and I just started to move. So that was really, I enjoyed it very much. Thank you. And yes, I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Yay. Yes, me too.
So I'm not sure whether we have to dress up for this affair or not.
Well, let's see. It's cosmic casual.
Cosmic.
So, you do you, we'll do, we'll just dress in our goddess attire and just play all day.
Cosmic casual, I love it. That's fantastic.
All
Oh,
right, so we'll
fantastic.
see you then on Saturday, Stone. Thanks again so much.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Lou.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Saturday, US,
And-
Sunday, Australia, Southern Hemisphere. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get some.
The chat.
We've got that in the chat. We have.
And this will be posted tonight. Well, I hope tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow. Once we replay this, then the actual chat will show up as well. And so if you go back to replay this event from tonight, you'll get to see all the chat, and all the information about the event is there. Karen, you did a great job of putting all the time zones, and you okay, little puppy? Putting in all the time zones and everything. And so hopefully you guys will be joining us on Saturday. Thanks again for joining us tonight. And Lou, I want to circle back to you real quickly. Are there any final comments or anything you'd like to leave people with tonight?
Oh, thank you. Well, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for being here, and to Karen and yourself, Sheila, for creating this portal for us to all gather in. It's been wonderful, and I've just been so moved by all the comments and the connections with everyone. It's just wonderful. I love it. So I'm feeling so full to the brim with gratitude. So just wanted to share that, and thank you all for being here, and also to those who come and watch the replay on the different platforms. And I just wanted to add to everyone, we were mentioning breaking through things and letting go of things, and I just wanted to express what I usually say at the end of my events is encouraging you to draw or paint or write, or draw symbols, draw something in the sand, whatever it is, however you want to express. Carve a piece of wood safely, but find a mode of expression, even just pen and paper, and just see what flows over the next few days. Journal, however you express, or hug a tree, dance, but see what comes through, see how that wants to express through you. Or it may be that you have, some people mentioned things happening in their lives at the moment. They've got questions, or just to write about that, and then see what flows through the pen. Further answers may be revealed. So I just wanted to share that.
Beautiful.
So yes, that's because these sessions that I do, they continue to work, as I'm sure all of your work does. It continues to work long after the session has completed.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
From Team 5D on YouTube, they say, thank you for this beautiful event. Thank you for the event. Beautiful, they say. And they've put in lots of hearts before. Thanks, Team 5D.
Team 5D, I like them.
Team 5D, like them. What did you say? Cosmic Casual. I reckon that should be a YouTube channel. And Cosmic Casual. What was the other thing? Cosmic Concert.
The Cosmic Bling.
Cosmic
Concert.
Yeah.
Cosmic Bling. Yes, we'll have all of those.
That's right. Yeah. So,
all right.
So, Karen, do you have anything that you'd like to say before we close out tonight?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you know me. I've got lots of things to say. I think we've said enough. There's like lots happening on my YouTube channel. I'm talking to a hypnotherapist tomorrow. It'll be up by the end of the week. I'm recording it. He's going to talk about the secrets of the Sphinx and Atlantis and Numeria, so a bit of like a Dolores Cannon type person. She actually studied under Julia Cannon. And I think she met Dolores, but getting that information through her sessions, and how synchronistic, like these people come and have sessions. They don't know each other. They're from other parts of the country, and they come and have these sessions, and this continuity to the information that's coming through. So I'm looking forward to that. Fascinating. She actually has been on Gaia TV a few times on Open Minds with Regina Meredith. So I'm looking forward to chatting with her. But, there's like so many fabulous people. Lou's always telling me how she's watching my shows. I love that she's a fan of the shows too. There's always so many fascinating people to chat with.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So do you want to give the links to your show? You want to put that in the chat and speak it so people can hear?
Yeah, I will. I'll put the links in. Thanks, darling. Thank you. I've just got to find the link. If you go to my website, karenswain.com, you'll see everything you need to see there. It's all there. And like many people that do shows, and we get caught up with other people's work, I also have my own work, channeling and teaching people. And but I've got to say, like you, Sheila, Sheila is the most incredible healer and channel. And but she just loves, supporting and showcasing other people through the Wish Alliance. It is exhilarating to do that, isn't it, Sheila? It's so exciting. I have to say, I get just as excited when I do teach, as well as showcasing other people. Let me, putting some links in here. There we go. That's the website for the show. But yeah, thank you, everybody.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thanks again for being my co-host this month. Thanks to all of you guys for joining us. Thanks to all of our YouTube families. And if you're watching YouTube, whatever platform, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And so, until we're all back together again next week, namaste and have a beautiful week, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Big hugs. Big hugs. Love you,
Guys.
everybody. Bye
Join us on
bye.
Saturday.
Love you, Stone Hobbit.
Good night.
Good
Love
night,
you too,
everybody.
Seppi. Bye-bye, everyone.
Okay, love you all. Bye bye.
Good night.
Have you stopped the live? The live's still going. Do you want to stop the live?
Still live.